This video is on mixed exponent rules, and generally we want to simplify the expression, writing the answer using only positive exponents. And so for this, you're going to need to know these exponent rules. So these are the three exponent rules we like to think about. So the first one is x to the a times x to the b, where a and b are just, any numbers that are in the problem. So in this, like, you have, to the third power, and, well, b is, to the second, right? So it could be anything. We're just calling them a and b to keep them general. So the rule is x to the a times x to the b equals x to the a plus b. But notice you can't combine m and n. So we're going to keep those separate for our problem. But if you have something in the same base, x, then you can use this rule. And again, another rule, x to the a to the b power is x to the a times b. And a quick demonstration of this, if you have x to the 3 to the second power, well, you could write that. That's the same as writing x to the 3 times x to the 3, because that's the definition of something squared, is that times itself. So that gives us x to the 3 times x to the 3. And then we can use rule 1, which is a plus b. So that's x to the 6, which is 3 plus 3. But here you can see also it's 3 times 2, right? And if it were to the third power, well, we just write out another times x to the 3, and then you'd add, and that's 9. So by the first rule, you can get the second rule. And the final rule 3 is that x to the negative a equals 1 over x to the a. But the opposite of that is true. So a fourth rule that we could actually write would be the opposite of this, which is x to the positive a equals 1 over x to the negative a. So we're going to run and remember all these rules, right? And so if you forget these, just Google exponent rules and you will find these all over the web. So now let's give this problem a shot. So I've written it out here. 2m to the third power times 2n to the negative second power equals m to the negative second, n to the negative fourth. So I'm going to want to swap these around. I want to use rules 3 and 4 to rewrite the problem with only positive exponents. That's the first thing I want to do. Actually, the first thing I want to do, let's, I'm going to rewrite these as positive exponents. So both of these are negative, so we can rewrite them on the top as positive. So let's get rid of those negative signs now. Okay, and this whole thing will go to the bottom. And we can get rid of the negative sign. Okay. Now we want to distribute these exponents. So because we have 2m to the 3, it's 2 to the 3 times m to the 3. So that's 2 to the 3 is 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8. M to the 3. Then we have m squared and n to the fourth over, and then we distribute this exponent, so 2 to the 2, that's 4, n to the 2. Okay, so we can see a bunch of things are going to cancel out. First of all, this 8 and the 4, that's just going to be 2 on the top, right? And then we can combine these m to the 3 and m to the 2 using our first rule, x to the a times x to the b equals a plus b. So that's 3 plus 2, m to the 3 plus times m to the 2 is m to the 3 plus 2, which is m to the 5. And then this n to the fourth and n over 2. If it helps you to think about it, whenever you have a lower exponent, so n to the 4 and n to the 2, 4 is the greater one, 2 is the lesser one. So you can bring the lesser one to the top and put a negative in front of it. Let's do that. So we actually don't have anything on the bottom. So we'll have n to the fourth times n to the minus 2. And using rule 1 now, a slight variation of rule 1 would be x to the a times x to the negative b would be a minus b. So that would be a slight variation. Um, so we can do that. We can do 4 minus 2, which is just n to the 2. And you can see that we don't actually need this fraction, so I'll get rid of that fraction thing, and we just write it like this. So 2m to the 5, n to the 2, and let's see if we got the correct answer. Oh, I actually have to put it in. So 2m to the 5th power. There we go. N, oh, m, okay, I messed that up. 2m to the 5th. Let's try to get this whole thing highlighted. That's how you do it. No, that is not how you do it. There. N to the 2. Okay. Correct. Alright, so again, just to show you these rules again, if you follow these rules, you should be fine. Just do it one step at a time, do it slowly, and try not to make too many mistakes.